Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, bonjour, bonsoir mes amis, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend. For those of you who are new to us, we are the RSI Pro traders. The title of this video is How to Master RSI Indicator Part 2. Alright. In this series of videos, we are sharing with traders effective trading strategy using the relative strength index indicators. Okay. In this video, we're going to discuss how one can prepare for day trading and swing trading using the RSI indicator. All right. The difference between a professional trader and an ordinary trader is that the professional trader will always prepare himself or herself before he or she will start placing a trade. When I was a new trader, when I start trading first, all right, I used to come in the market and looking at MACD, looking at slow stochastic, and to enter the trade straight away. And very often, I do not do any preparation, all right? So the preparation is very important. So you will look for the best setup, okay? You create a bullish watch list. You create a bearish watch list, okay? And sometimes you create the third list, which is a list that you are not sure what to do, all right? So you will just put another list and you just put a question mark onto that list and see what will happen, okay? So the preparation is very important. So in this video, talking about how to master the relative strength index indicator part 2, I want to show you how one can prepare, okay, for day trading and swing trading using the RSI indicator. In the first part of this series of video, I was telling you about the central line of the RSI indicator, the level of 50, all right? I'm going to put it here on my chart, okay? And I'll color it into red, and you can see it on the chart, the level of 50. Hold on, please, okay? So the level of 50 for the RSI is almost equivalent to the moving average 50. I have on the chart here the simple moving at 50. Right here, you see simple moving at 50. That's the blue line here. And the red line here, that's the central line or level 50 for the RSI itself. When the RSI goes above 50, it means that the magnitude of recent gain are superior than the magnitude of recent losses. On the other hand, when the RSI dip below 50, it means that there are more bearish sellers than bullish buyers. All right. So talking about the preparation, I'm going to talk about traders that are using a software to scan the market. So you want to scan for stock that have crossed the level of 50. You want to look for stock that have crossed below the level of 50. Sometimes you will see that once you use a software like this, TC2000, price goes above 50, price D below 50. All right. If you do that for the RSI, you have a list of stocks, and when you look at them individually, you will see that sometimes, all right, you still need to filter out, okay, your list. So the list that you get first is not a perfect list that is the software is giving to you, all right? You have to look at them individually, all right? But myself, I prefer to look at the stock or the financial instrument that I'm trading. If I want to scan or look for stock, I just go through the list. Here I have a list of what you see here. That's the Dow 30 stocks. So I'll place here the moving at 50. So all I do, I just scroll through it. You see, this is one stock here. So I look, this one is near the moving at 50. Then I look at the next one. Okay, so I just note them down as I'm going through. This one, you see, cross it already, so it's not useful for me. So I'm just going very fast, 30 stock very fast, and I'm just going to see whether this stock, you see here, this one just crossed 50. So I just look at them very fast and I note them down. And after I note them down, I'll go to the next step, which means I'm looking for the best setup, okay? This is how I scan for stock that are bullish or bearish using the RSI indicator crossing above or below the level of 50. So what I'm looking at, as I'm looking through the chart, the list of the stock here, I'm not paying attention to the RSI because I know that the equivalent or the substitute for the central line is the moving average 50. So instead, I will concentrate on the moving average 50. You can see this is a beautiful setup here. We can discard this one here. So you can see that if you scan for stock that above, okay, or you scan for the RSI above 50, this stock will pop up definitely in the list that you will see. So when you are looking at them manually, you will see that this is a beautiful example. Why? Why this is a beautiful one? You can see that there was a consolidation, all right? And there is a breakout, okay? So at this point in time, I will definitely put this one on my bullish list, but it's not yet ready. I'll prefer it now to pull back near this blue line here, a high and low. So I will put this one on my watch list, and I will expect it to come somewhere, the best place, the low risk entry point, you know. So that's what we are talking about. It can cross through this blue line and come and find a support here. That will be a better place to buy, okay, if I receive a buy signal using a top-down trading method. Remember, we are using the trading drill, the setup, the signal, and the low risk entry point. Because I'm using a daily chart for this scanning and screening purposes, using the RSI indicator crossing above and below the central line, okay? All right, the daily chart, all right? So I want it to pull back here. But once I see that on a daily chart, this is my setup. I will not enter the trade on a daily chart. I will use the TSDWSY08 or a top-down trading system. Now, if the price comes to this point, I'll go to the higher time frame to validate my setup. So I'm going now monthly chart. What's happening on the monthly chart? You see that, okay, the resistance was taken out here on the monthly chart. There's a breakout on the monthly chart. The price hanging up here. So I need to be very careful. Will they pull it back all the way to the moving average 50 on the monthly chart? All right. So this is about the validation of the setup. But on the monthly chart, you can see that there is a consolidation also here. And so a pullback on the edge of the top of the consolidation that we have seen on the daily chart, it is not a bad, okay, setup, okay? So if you use, okay, a trading software, okay, to scan for the stock crossing above and below the moving at 50 or the RSI going above or below the central line, all right, you need to look at them individually and pay attention to the market pattern. You see, there is an horizontal market pattern. Now we have a breakout. So here you can see that the RSI crosses above the zero line. Here, if I show you clearly here, all right, the RSI went above the level of 50. Okay, you see here, right here. But if you just buy because the RSI crosses above the level of 50, that's wrong, because the market pattern is what? A consolidation market pattern. So here it pulled back a bit, display a higher low. So once this common center line is kaput, that's a bullish setup on the edge of the moving at 50. And you will use a top-down trading method. And if the signal fell, you will come and see here. It went up for 2 days, come back down. You see, if you want to come out, you come out, the signal will change, and then you follow it again up. Now we have a breakout. So if you see it like this, or as you can see the RSI is above 50, now we have a breakout. This is a nicer setup. So we want to pull back here. Suppose I want to push my curiosity to the higher time frame. This is the yearly chart. What's happening here? The price went up, pull back is up somewhere here. So you need to be a little bit gentle with this one, okay? So this is one example about how one can prepare oneself for day trading or for swing trading. The stock that I'm looking at is Boeing on a daily chart, okay? I want to show you another example. This is Home Depot. As you can see, Home Depot, you can see is the RSI, okay? You see here, the price above 50, yes or no, a pullback on the edge of 50. But look, the RSI is crossing below the central line, telling me that the bearish momentum is increasing. But the price, we are trading the price, is still above it. But if you stop like this here, so somebody looking at this on a daily chart alone, this is the mistake that a lot of swing traders are making. They stop on a daily chart alone. They don't validate their setup. So they stop on a daily chart. They say this is a bullish setup. Okay. On a daily chart, the price still in a rising channel. Okay. So now apply the trading drill. But I know something else. If we go to the monthly chart, I will not look for opportunity to buy this one. I will discard it completely. Why? Because on the monthly chart, we have counted 5 waves, and we are said to traders at 24areawave.com that this, 24 area wave YouTube channel, and also on Facebook, I posted a picture on Google Plus and Facebook recently showing this wave count, okay? First wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. I will not. Okay, so this is why we talk about the multi-talented trading. So now I know something else using the area wave trading. So I will not even bother to look at this setup, though the price is retesting the moving 50. All right. So when you scan for the stock, you come out, you do all sort of verification, other verification to see whether it's a beautiful setup. Otherwise, you are in fact trading the RSI. All right. You are just trading the RSI. You don't want to do that. You want to trade the price structure and apply a top-down trading method. Look at it from different angles. All right. Another stock here. This is Cisco. Now, what has happened here? You can see that the price crossed below the moving average 50, and also the RSI is below the level of 50. Okay. So here we want to give priority to sell signal. But we will not sell anyhow. We want to sell on the edge. Yes or no? So here we can see that the price was in a rising channel, the turquoise rising channel. The price out of the rising channel, multi-talented trading. We use market geometry, project the channel to the downside. Here, that's where the price is stopping. So if I want to sell because the RSI is below 50 and the price also below the moving average 50, the best place to sell is to allow it to come back and retest the edge of this channel here. So this is nice. I will wait. I will put this on my bearish watch list, and I will wait and see what is going to happen. The price does not have to do exactly what I'm expecting, but if it's doing exactly that, I will take advantage of it. If the price reaches this level, it's not a sell signal. I'll wait for the common sector line to be broken, and then I will use the TSTW SYS008 trading system or a valid top-down trading system to enter the trade. The setup, the signal, and the low-risk entry point. Another thing that we don't want to forget, we want to use the trading triangle, check the market environment, check the market leaders for the Dow 30, go to dayprotrader.com, click on Market Watch, know what are the market leaders for the Dow 30, and you want to see what's happening to the market leaders, okay? And from there, we look at, the general, what's going on in the Dow 30, how many stocks are bearish, you want to see the general picture and apply the trading triangle. The trading triangle is different from the trading drill. All right, you see now? So I want to move one step ahead because a lot of traders, want to understand, they want to improve their trading, they want to upgrade their trading skill. That's what we are doing now, So here we see another stock, Nike. You see, this is a beautiful setup, You see here, the price below the moving at 50, the RSI is also below 50, the central line right here, and the price, look at that. This is a sell signal here, it works beautifully, look at that. Join this point and this point, I have a very straight line. I want to sell, it's below on the edge, also retesting the red trend line here. I'll use a top-down trading method. Look, beautiful. Down. Here again, beautiful. With this point and this point, I can draw the red line. And I choose this point here to draw a line that is parallel. Now we have a declining channel. The beauty of this setup for the night, also recently at 24 Area Way YouTube channel, and also on Facebook, on Google+, I have counted 5 waves. Here they are, you see here. All right. You see now? 5 waves, and I say to traders, this Nike stock, we find it very difficult to cross the level of 100. Since then, now 3 months now, we are on the monthly chart, it's stuck here, and because we are in the end of the 5th wave. Also, because now we see a bigger picture, we know something now, talking about multi-talented trading. On a daily chart, we see a declining channel. So, if we want to give priority to sell signal, if you come back here, all right, we don't want to sell it somewhere here. We want it to come back here. If it doesn't come back here and break out of this red channel, game on. Multi-talented trading. Keep your eyes wide open. project a channel to the downside. Okay, if you enter this channel and suddenly find a support here, come back and retest the edge of this one, we can either, the best place to sell is somewhere along this line, but if the bearish momentum is increasing, we'll end up selling it on the edge right here, which means in the second channel, pullback here, trend line is broken, top down trading method, and so on, and so on, and so on. You see, it makes sense? It is also powerful. This is about how to master RSI indicator, part 2, all right? The next stock, very fast, because I have 30 stock to look at. This is another one here. You can see that we are on a daily chart. This is what a lot of traders are using. The price below the moving 50. The RSI is also. So when you scan for this using a trading software, you see all these stocks. Sometimes the trading software will miss some of these stocks. That's why myself, I just go through them visually, all right? Are you understanding my accent? Good. All right, you get used to it now, all right? So I just look at them one by one, scroll them, click on them one by one, and look at the moving at 50, okay? All right, you can do this on the weekly chart, monthly chart, yearly chart, 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart to trade the RSI indicator. The point that I want to highlight here, prepare yourself first, analyze your setup, do not rely on the trading software. The trading software will speed up, okay, the search for these setup. But now you want to look at them, filter out the useless setup, the crazy setup, the high risk setup, okay, and then align them with the trading triangle and the trading drill without violating the market pattern. That's what we are doing here. Okay, this is what we are doing here all the time, okay? So here you see that this is another, what has happened before? This is a beautiful question traders and investors should ask all the time. What has happened before? With that information, we can forecast the future, what has happened before. All right? Here, there was a consolidation, and then the price breakout. When the price came out of the first channel, what do? We project it. You see the wheel for this, that's it. That's our first target. And then you went to the second target. People took profit here. And then you went to the third one, couldn't hit the third one. Now it's stuck here. What's going on? All right? These are the questions. Now the price below the moving at 50. The RSI is also below 50. So the price breakout of a consolidation went 1, 2, 3 up. And now are we in the second wave? It is a break. It is the first wave. Okay, using our gallery, this is the first wave. Okay, are we having a second wave underway? So if it's out of this channel again, game on. We do exactly the same thing. Project it to the downside, which means extending. All right, extending this line here. So that's why this stop, if you come out, we extend this one, and so on, to dictate the best place to sell on the edge, okay? Very important, on the edge. As a day trader or swing trader, you don't want to come into the market anyhow, on the edge, okay? On the edge. So I have here now, I will call her now in pink because lady can trade so well. I'm telling you, a lady can trade very well. So on the edge here, okay? So if we have like a channel here, so now we see like a breakout, pullback taking place, all right? If you stop like this on a daily chart, it's a mistake, all right? You will go now. See, let's look at the bigger picture. Go to the monthly chart. Don't be afraid of it. What's happening on the monthly chart? So what we see on the daily chart looks like a first wave, second wave. There is something bigger cycle underway here, all right? So what do you need to do? Anytime you come on any time frame, is your chart. You can quote me on that. Is your chart. All right? Though you are using your broker software, is your chart. Okay? So draw on it. Don't be afraid. The market pattern is horizontal. Okay? We're on the edge of the top of the channel. Some traders are selling there. The price looking is coming back a little bit. Will you find a support at the median line? Okay? And so on and so on. So when you are selling, you want to sell on the edge and know where you want to take profit. There is also a key level here. The horizontal line here. Don't forget them. Okay? All right? Intersection point here. Okay. Pull back. Okay? What's happening? But on a daily chart, if you, like I'll show you now, if you stop on a daily chart, you will select a wrong setup and you will end up doing something else. Always do not violate the market pattern, trade the price self, okay, the number one indicator. It makes sense? Now we look at Boeing already, which I say breakout, okay. Always validate the setup, go to the higher time frame. The next financial instrument, is a Walmart store. And again, you can see here the price was is now below. So it crossed below 50. This is why we are talking about the central line. And the RSI also D below the 50. Now, where is the best place to sell? Again, the price was in a rising channel. Now, it come out of that channel. We have a projected already here. You can see a projected, that's the blue line here. So if it's truly bearish, we want it to rise up, okay, and retest the edge of this zone. Sometimes the price may go all the way inside the first channel, all right, you see that sometimes, and retest instead the median line. So if you cross it here, watch the median line of the channel. Sometimes you'll see them go out inside it, okay, like this, and then before coming down. All right? All right? Do not forget to draw your channel. Okay, so here, high, low, okay? All right, but the best place is on the edge of the orange line. But if you stop again, I'm repeating myself because it's so important, you will go to the higher time frame again and see the bigger picture. There's a consolidation right here on the monthly chart. All right, consolidation on the monthly chart. Okay, we are on top of it right here. Will it survive? Will it find a support on it? But so far on the daily chart, it's looking bearish. So sometimes you look at it on the daily chart like this, okay, and then you go to the higher time frame. You don't know exactly where to put it. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? You create another third list and just put it there, a third watch list that I call the question mark third list. All right, because it's not very clear. Sometimes it's not very clear. If you are not interested, put in a bin, all right, so to speak, or come back to it another time. This is another one here. This is, you can see that it went below, okay? The RSI went below, even was oversold. This is not good. We want it to come from the top. We want the RSI to come from the top and going below the 50. Or this one we will prefer, you see how it is now? It was coming from the oversold, trying to go up. We will prefer, okay, we want it to cross above or from the bow to the down, okay? But looking at the price itself, I've used a pitchfork tool. The pitchfork tool is a very excellent tool to filter out useless setup. So if you scan for stock that are oversold, below 30, overbought, above 70 for the RSI, use also the pitchfork tool. I will tell you now, professionals use all the time the pitchfork tool, and I recommend to traders to incorporate the pitchfork tool in their day trading and swing trading strategy. So important. Even investors use the pitchfork tool. All right? Very powerful tool. So this point, and with these 2 points, allow me to draw my pitchfork tool. You see that the price was riding along my pitchfork tool, and then it start going up. If it start going up, I can project the distance here. You see this is a small channel here. I just project it there. If it come out, I'll do exactly the same thing. So right now, you can see that it's on the edge of, this is not a bad place to look for opportunity to sell. But look, it's not very beautiful. Why it's not very beautiful bearish setup? Why? Look at the price. Always look at the price, okay? The price has displayed, okay, you see there's a support here, yes or no, okay? There's a support. So bringing us to the market pattern. The price is oscillating, okay, on the edge here, okay? So if it works beautifully, you need to be careful because it's finding a support along this level. So you need to be very careful, okay? Again, you will not stop on the daily chart. You will go to the monthly chart and see the bigger picture. Again, you see here on the monthly chart, it's also crossing below the level of 50, all right? You will draw your trend line. Like I say, it's your chart, okay? So there's a small triangle here, all right? All right, it's a small triangle. Now I want to squeeze it like this point and this one here. All right, so I have a small triangle here. All right, if you pop out, the target is somewhere here. Boom, down. But now this is what we see on a monthly chart. What's happening here? Okay, so the price was going up since 2003. This is a McDonald's stock. It's a dynamic bullish stock, okay? I don't sell this type of stock, okay? Except for day trading, not for swing trading. Dynamic bullish stock are very difficult to sell, all right? So it's better if you want to sell them, use day trading purposes, unless you have excellent fundamental reason why you should sell and hold, all right? So it makes sense. This is a very simple preparation a trader can do paying attention to the market pattern and also using the RSI. And once we see the list of the stock that we are looking at, okay, we want to, okay, manually, okay, look at each individually in each stock, each forex currency, each okay, ETF or indices, and validate the setup. Once we validate the setup, we will go to the higher, we will okay, implement the training drill. All right. Hold on, please. I need to do something here, and I will come back very shortly. I'm pausing the video for a minute because I'm a bit thirsty now, okay? Speak to you very thank you, traders. Let's continue with our discussion. This is the Walt Disney Company listed on the Dow 30. We are on a daily chart. As you can see, the price crosses below the moving average 50, all right, and the RSI period 14, I'm using the RSI period 14, is also crossing the level of 50. So definitely, if we are using a trading software to scan or to screen for stock, we will definitely find this Walt Disney crossing below the moving average 50, all right, because we know that the equivalent for the central line is the moving average 50, but this is not yet ready, so it just crosses below it. So we will put it on our bearish watch list, and we will wait for a retest. That will be a better place. If the bearish momentum is too strong, it may come out of the second channel. In that case, we will wait again until it reaches this level, probably, and then retest the second one on the edge or the median line of the second line. Okay, these are the things that we are looking for to validate our setup. We will not stop on a daily chart. So like this, I will not stop on a daily chart. I will move on, okay, monthly chart for instance, and see the bigger picture. All right, I will be analyzing Walt Disney, talking about wave count very shortly, posting Google Plus. Okay, so follow us on Google Plus. All right, stochasticmarket.com 24 area wave Google Plus page. Okay, search for them, you'll see them. You have a beautiful, okay, so sometimes you look at it on a daily chart, it looks beautiful, whatever, and then you look on a monthly chart, something else. We have a rising channel. The momentum on the monthly chart is bullish. Okay, so right now, where are we? Okay, I won't talk about area wave right now, but I will come back to this another time. This is what trader will know. This is the third area wave. All right, this is the third area wave. It's the longest wave. First wave, second wave, consolidation on the left hand side, breakout, pullback. Without counting the second wave, we are the third area wave. In this case, straight away, the first thing that comes to us, if it's going to be the fourth area wave, all right, you usually should be shallow, okay, should be shallow unless the general market is becoming bearish, okay. So normally the fourth wave very often is shallow. So the first place that we are looking at 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level. That remains to be seen. But so far, the market pattern is bullish on the monthly chart. But if we go to the daily chart using the RSI crossing above or below, okay, the central line or the level of 50, which is equivalent to the price crossing the simple moving at 50. Here, as I explained to you, the price out of the red channel, the best place to pull back and test this one. Or if the bullish bearish momentum is increasing, it will come all the way here, and then we'll switch to the next okay, strategy, which I've already okay explained to you. Next financial instrument is United Health Group. Okay, another bullish cow that if you want to sell something like this, you need to call your mother first, okay, before okay rushing to sell this bullish cow. All right, it makes sense. All right, you need to be very, very gentle with this one. So on this one, what do we see? We see a rising channel again, okay, the red channel. So here, the price is retesting the moving average 50. So the stock, if you put, you are using a trading software, you see a price crossing above or below the moving average 50, or RSI crossing above or below moving average the central line. It may not show this one, okay? But manually, we will see that the price coming near the moving average 50 on the edge of this channel, okay? But now, it looks bullish here because it's above the moving average 50. But if you stop on the daily chart, you can make a lot of mistakes, all right? Though this is a bullish cow, all right? So it's a bullish cow. so to speak. That's the way I like stock that go up, no stop. All right. So this is another thing. A cycle is completed here for United Health. A new cycle is beginning here. Fibonacci traders, we start thinking of Fibonacci pattern, bad pattern, crap pattern. All right. So where are we now? Okay. So this is it. You need to be very gentle. It has been going up for some time. I'll come back and analyze that. Myself, I will not put this on my bullish list at this point in time because they went a little bit too far for too long since 2009. I will put this one to the side because I don't want to be the last buyer. Okay, I don't want to be the last buyer. So on the monthly chart, though it looks bullish, I will just put this one on the third watch list. I don't know what to do with it for day trading purposes. Maybe using the TSTW24 on the first best time frame. All right. Next up now, I will not talk about Procter and Gamble because I'm analyzing this now with Elliott Wave, so I don't want to go into this one now. I'll move on to the next financial instrument, IBM. Again, you can see the IBM D below the moving at 50 here, and this is happening sometimes. It's a good example I want to show traders. And then it gapped down, so it went down, it went fast. So which means trader will find it very difficult to sell this one because it just ran down and then horizontal down. Okay, you see. So here, if you don't have opportunity, which means you can sell on the edge of the movement 50. You see, it's horizontal, right on the edge like this. So this is a bit tricky one. Okay, right now it's just consolidating here on the daily chart. If the price consolidating, it's acknowledging a key support or resistance level. All right, so bearish move, consolidation. In this case, I will, you can see that the RSI is below the 50 level. If I want to give it a try, it's consolidating here. I want it to come here. But you need to be careful because it went down a bit too fast and it's slowing down. Okay, watch it, okay? Check the fundamental because before you are very, very aggressive, okay? All right? Let's move on because we are recording this video for some time. Again, the pitchfork tool, use it, okay? When you want to validate your scanning or your screening, you can go to Google Finance to scan for stock for free, all right? Using Google Finance, okay? And to select, this setup, you can use the TC2000. You can manually do it, okay? As I'm showing you here, you just put more simple movement at 50 and then look at it and then validate, okay, your setup and then apply the trading drill. All right, it makes sense? It makes sense? So this one, what do we see? We see a draw my pitchfork to this point and this 2 point. Price went down, rally a bit, without canceling it. I have my pitchfork tool. Price crashed to it. We are hanging here. So right now, the price below the movement at 50. The best place would be normally the edge of the movement at 50 itself. But some trader will try to challenge it here. All right. So I can draw another line just like this. Okay. Right here. We want to sell. We want to sell on the edge where the risk is low. That's what we are looking for. But we will not stop on the daily chart. Once again, we go at least to the monthly chart to see the bigger picture. A deviation for the moving at 50, price trying to come near the moving at 50. Here again, nothing should stop us to use the pitchfork tool once again, all right? So here, what do we do? I just put it, okay, right, this is cancelled, it went too far. Yeah, I can use this low, went all the way up here, and then pull back here. All right, I have my pitchfork tool. All right, here you can see that it cancels it completely. Okay, it's not good. Okay, here it went all the way up here, pull back, pitchfork tool. Again, you can see some trader try to buy on the edge here. All right, so we know where are the key level where we can buy or sell on the edge. Now, from the monthly chart, we see what is happening here. The price below on the edge of this one here. It's not a bad place if you receive a sell signal here to take it down here. But the market pattern is bullish. It's a rising channel. So if you are selling, you need to be gentle because it can be a contra trend. But here you can see that it went too far away from the moving average 50. The RSI is below 30. So this is not a central line. So I will leave this one to the side, and I will be talking about this in another video. how we can use the oversold and overbought, okay, to master the RSI indicator. This is another example here. The price just crossed below the moving average 50, all right, and the RSI period 14 is also at 42, which is below the 50 level. Okay, if we want to sell, you can see the first channel. I'll project it to the downside and project it again here. Same measurement, same width. All right, if you want to sell, best place on the edge of this second channel. But sometimes the price if the bearish momentum is strong, they will push it down more before bringing it back up, okay, to retest the second channel or even the median line of the top one here. So be aware of it. So this is the thing that you need to do anytime you are scanning for stock. Check it. You see here, this is another one, Johnson Johnson, another bullish cow that I will never sell. Okay, I will not. In fact, if you want to sell it for day trading purposes, the bullish cow, you can use them for day trading purposes if you want to sell them. All right, and the bearish cow, you can buy them for day trading purposes. Okay, but for swing trading and position trading, you must align them with the market itself. Okay, like you see 2008, what is happening. All right, and then align with the market. In that case, okay, you have more chances. Okay, here we have again a channel. Okay, and you want to sell. If you want to sell, it did below, be on the daily chart, it did below 50. It crashed out of the first channel. Now it retested it here. Best place, okay, for this one, because it's a bullish cow, I will not challenge it here. I will try it gently for day trading purposes because it's a bullish cow. I will challenge it instead near the median line of the top channel. Gently, or leave it out completely. All right, all right. It makes sense? There's nothing to prove because if you try to prove something to somebody else, okay, you try to be courageous. You don't need to be courageous. Here the market pattern is horizontal and it did below all right, the moving average 50. It is also near 30. So this is now the crossing of the central line. It went too far now. So the best scenario is to allow it to come back here, retest the lower part of the consolidation. And if you want to challenge it, the best place is the top of the consolidation. We don't want to fight the market, okay? And we also pay attention to the median line, okay? All right? I think I've said enough, okay? I will just show you what is happening. You see this is the same thing happening here, all right? It's now retesting the moving average. This is Merck & Co., American stock, Epic, Mike, Romeo, Kilo on the daily chart, retesting the moving average, okay? 50. Here the software will now highlight that for you because the price is just retesting it, okay? It may not. But this is on the edge of the pitchfork tool that I've drawn on the daily chart and also on the edge of the moving average 50. The RSI, as you can see, is near the oversold zone. It's at 38. We will not stop on the daily chart. We will validate the setup, go into the higher time frame, okay? To see the bigger picture, and then from there we use the top-down trading method. This is looking beautiful because there's a bit of consolidation taking place here. So this one, I will put it on my bullish watch list. You see there's a resistance here, so you need to be careful. There's a resistance here, there's a resistance here, okay? There's a resistance here, all right? So be gentle, or you wait completely until you find a support above the resistance level. It's still below the resistance at $68 level, okay? All right, it makes sense. It's beautiful. All right. So here, this is I'm going to go to the daily chart first. Okay. This is 3M. As you can see again, the same thing is retesting the moving average 50, and I draw the green trend line just roughly like this. Okay. Nothing here. I just draw it like this. I join this point and this point to draw the black line, and this arc is stuck between this arc. If the bearish pressure is getting too strong, pop out, okay, target somewhere here, all right, so we tested it here. Again, you will go to the monthly chart and do exactly the same thing you see here. So here, it went a bit too far. I will not put this one on my bullish watch list. As soon as I see the monthly chart, there's quite a huge deviation from the moving average 50 on the monthly chart. It's quite strong bullish progression. Here, the best scenario is to use the horizontal support. So you can use, okay, the opening price of the previous candle on the monthly chart. You remember trading idea part 1, part 2, part 3, TSTW24 SYS 008 traders. You can apply that strategy, the high, the low, and the median line or the monthly chart for day trading purposes to select a low risk entry point. Okay, and so on and so on. Okay, if we go and look at other stock, I will be repeating myself and showing you exactly the same thing. Draw your channel, okay, and validate your setup. Okay, do not stop on a daily chart. This is another stock again, you see here, and just follow the trading drill, okay, and do what you need to do, okay. And as always, if this is a new strategy for you, you never try it, you see here, this is a beautiful one here, you see. The price went below the moving average 50, okay, here, using the pitchfork tool, very powerful, okay. See here, this point, this point, this point, on the edge here, look what's happened, gap down. Now, if the stock gap down, there must be some fundamental reason for it. You see a stock gap down like this, go to Google Finance and find out why the stock gap down. Bad news, okay, is it bad financials? What's happening? What's happening? Okay, Microsoft, it's Microsoft on the edge. People sold it big time. RSI was below 50, price cross is below the moving average 50, the bearish setup was on the edge, trader responded, boom, down. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, all right? Again, pitchfork tool here, all right? And this is on a daily chart. The price, there's a support here. So all the time you want to sell, ask yourself, is this a resistance level? Is this a support level? So if it goes too far away from the moving average 50, we are not talking about central line anymore. We are talking about oversold and overbought, all right? So this is not part of what we are discussing today because the price is too far away from the moving average 50. This is not what we are talking about today. We want the price to be near the moving average 50, okay, above or below, but near the moving average 50, and then I start crossing below and above the central line, and then we apply our strategy. Here again, you can see that it's far away, but you can see here this was a beautiful one. It crosses below the moving average 50 and retests it on the edge, and the common center line is broken. Look at that. Nice and beautiful, nice and beautiful. They just cream it down, creaming, 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 non-stop. Nice, isn't it? Very beautiful indeed. All right. So I want trader to be very, very patient. Whenever you see here, this is a deviation. It's not very close to it. So we are not interested in it here. All right. Here you see it did below it. Went back gently, gently to retest it here. The common central line is broken. But if you look at the RSI itself, it's becoming a little bit bullish. Okay. So you want to know what is happening. Okay. Why the price? Okay. You see here, there was a low here and the price went above the previous low. The low before the last low is what? A psychological price level. This level here is a psychological price level, yes or no? So there was a low. The low before the last low is a psychological price level. So when we are selling here after the trend line is broken, we will be very cautious as the price is approaching the psychological price level. All right, you see it's hanging here for a while. Okay, so I want you to understand this. And if this is the first time you come, you are learning something like this, the best approach, learn it, okay, practice with a demo account, okay, watch the video again, okay, see whether this makes sense to you. Are you trading forex? Are you trading stock? Are you trading commodity? And try it on different time frame. Here I'm using daily chart. If you are lazy as I was before, okay, try it on the 4-hour chart. Try it on the 2-hour chart, okay, and see what's worked for you, okay. Push it to the yearly chart, monthly chart, quarterly chart to select the best setup, and then use a top-down trading method. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as I show you, you see here all the same thing. The same thing is happening all the time on all time frame, the crossing of the central line. This is the end of this video about how to master the RSI indicator part 2. We were focusing on the central line, how we can use a trading software to scan for stock that have closed above or below the moving average 50, or for stock where the RSI period 14 crosses above or below the central line. This is to identify bullish or bearish setup using the relative strength index indicator. Once we see the list of stocks that have matched our criteria, we'll now go manually and look at them on a daily chart if you are using a daily chart. Once we see the setup, we must go to the higher time frame to validate the setup to see the bigger picture. We will filter out useless setup, okay? We will also use the pitchfork tool to determine the low risk entry point, all right? And then we will apply the trading drill. Most importantly, we will not use the technical analysis alone. We'll combine the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis, talking about the trading triangle, trading drill, trading triangle with the RSI and the central line. I hope you have learned something for this video also, and we put into use to make excellent trading and swing trading decisions. If you like this video, if this video has been useful to you, give us the thumbs up. If you dislike it, give us the thumbs down. Don't worry, you are still my friends. You give me thumbs down. The most important thing, write something why you dislike it. Have you tried? If you are a TSC trader, have you tried it didn't work? Send me in the chart and show me what has happened, and we'll look at it. Maybe we'll record another video for traders so traders can learn something from it. So suppose you try this, you find some challenge, send in the chart, go to our website, click on contact us, send in the chart, send different time frame, okay, everything clear, don't talk too much, okay, just write something very simple, what has happened, and then, okay, we will record a video about it, okay. Know that I am a busy bee, and but definitely I will get back to you. Thank you for watching, and we will speak to you very soon. We are the RSI Pro traders talking about how to master RSI Indicator Part 2. In the third video, we will be looking at the oversold situation, how we can scan for stock and prepare ourselves for day trading, swing trading, and investment purposes.